Every single time you tap your card at Starbucks, the bank makes money. Every time you swipe at the grocery store, the bank makes money. Every time you buy gas, order DoorDash, pay your Netflix, the bank makes money. In 2024 alone, banks collected $172 billion in fees from Americans. That's more than the GDP of 140 countries.
What the heck?
And you, the person swiping the card, got absolutely nothing. Not a single dollar. But here's what nobody tells you. The system was designed this way, on purpose, against you. So let me ask you something. When you swipe your card at McDonald's for a $10 burger, where does that $10 go? Obviously, $10 goes to McDonald's, right? Wrong. McDonald's actually receives $9.70. The other 30 cents quietly disappears into a system so complex, so deliberately hidden, that even most bank employees don't fully understand it. That 30 cents has a name. It's called the interchange fee, and it exists on every single transaction. Every coffee, every grocery run, every online order, every tap, every swipe, every click. Now, 30 cents doesn't sound like much, but Jack thought the same thing. Jack was a regular 27-year-old guy in Austin, Texas. He used his Chase credit card for everything. Groceries, gas, rent payments, subscriptions. He thought he was being smart. He was earning points. He was building credit. What Jack didn't know was that every single month he was personally handing Chase Bank an average of $280 in invisible fees. $280 every month without ever seeing a single invoice. That's $3,360 a year. In 10 years, $33,600 gone, silently, invisibly, and Jack had absolutely no idea. So where does that 30 cents actually go? Here's where it gets interesting. When Jack swipes his Chase card at McDonald's, in that exact millisecond, faster than you can blink, a silent war breaks out between 4 players, and Jack doesn't even know these players exist. Player number 1, Visa or MasterCard. They built the highway. Every transaction travels through their network, and just like a toll booth on a highway, they take a cut. Every single time. Player number 2, Jack's bank. Chase. Chase gave Jack the card. Chase took the risk. So Chase takes the biggest cut, usually around 70% of that interchange fee. This is why banks give you points and cash back. Not because they love you, because they're making 5 times more than they're giving back. Player number 3, McDonald's Bank. The bank that processes payments for McDonald's also takes a small cut just for receiving the money. Player number 4, the payment processor. The invisible middleman that connects everything together also takes a slice. 4 different companies, 1 swipe, fraction of a second, and Jack thought he was just buying a burger. But here is the freeze moment that will change how you see money forever. You are not the customer of the bank, you are the product. Visa, MasterCard, Chase, they don't make money when you save. They don't make money when you invest. They make money only when you spend. So every reward point, every cashback offer, every no annual fee promotion exists for one reason only, to make you swipe more. The more you swipe, the more they win. Let me show you something that will make your stomach drop. In 1950, credit cards didn't exist. Americans saved 25% of everything they earned. Banks introduced credit cards in 1958. By 1980, savings rate dropped to 10%. By 2000, savings rate dropped to 5%. By 2024, savings rate dropped to 3.6%. One invention, 76 years. Americans went from saving a quarter of everything they made to saving almost nothing. And the banks? In 1950, total U.S. banking profit was $3 billion. In 2024, total U.S. banking profit was $260 billion. While Americans got poorer, banks got 86 times richer. That is not a coincidence. That is not luck. That is a system that was designed to drain you slowly, one swipe at a time. So now you know the truth. Every swipe, every tap, every click, someone is getting rich. And for 76 years, it wasn't you. But here's the good news. Now you know how the game works. And the moment you understand the game, you can start playing it differently. Jack figured this out too. He didn't cut his credit cards. He didn't stop spending. He just stopped playing by their rules. And in 18 months, he turned the system around completely. But that's a story for next week. Right now, I want to know one thing from you. Do you actually know how much money you've personally given to banks in your lifetime? Go calculate it right now. Open your bank app, check your monthly spending, multiply by 12, multiply by how many years you've been swiping. The number will shock you. And if you want to learn exactly how to stop feeding the banks and start keeping that money for yourself, comment saving below. I'm making that video next week, and I'll make sure the people who comment see it first. And if this video made you see your credit card differently, hit that like button, because most people swipe through life never knowing any of this. You just learned what took Jack 8 years to figure out. Don't waste it.